Welcome back. Let's begin our part 2 of trigonometric substitution with these 6 sample problems. So let's start with sample problem number 1. So with this problem, we have to evaluate the integral of dx over 9 plus x squared. So going back to our discussion previously, so meron tayong tatlo. Okay? Meron tayong tatlong pattern na kailangan sundan. Now, since in this case, ang nasa loob ng radical ay 9 plus x squared, then we can say na this follows yung square root of 9 plus x squared. This follows the format of square root of a squared plus x squared, which means that our a is 3 and our x is simply x. Okay, now what we're going to do under trigonometric substitution is to draw a triangle, yung right triangle natin. So under this triangle, um, place alin ba si 3, alin si x. Sabi natin, si x, it's either hypotenuse lang or the opposite leg. So in this case, from our pattern, since this is a squared plus x squared, therefore, this specific radical follows the Pythagorean, okay, or the hypotenuse. So ito ngayon, yung side na to, this is our 3 squared plus x squared since both positive sila, di ba? And this is our x, laging nasa opposite or hypotenuse lamang si x. Si a naman is for adjacent. Sometimes it becomes hypotenuse kapag mas malaki siya or kapag ka minus yung x. And then this is our theta. Now, ang una nating gagawin is to solve for the values of x using a trigonometric function. So, ang una nating pwedeng gawin so that we can solve for x is to correlate each one and then this one. So, meron tayong opposite and adjacent. So, ang function natin dito is tangent. So, we can say that our tangent theta is x over a. Therefore, we can say that x is a tangent theta. Now, isolve naman natin itong radical natin, itong nasa loob ng radical sign. So, to solve this, we can either use cosine. Kung cosine A ang gagamitin natin, kung sine naman, x ang gagamitin natin. So, mas madali siguro kung ang gagamitin natin ay yung A na lang. Not actually siguro, no? So, mas madali kung ang gagamitin natin ay yung A. So, we can use cosine. So, yung cosine theta natin is a over square root of 3 squared plus x squared. Now, sir, bakit si a? Pwede naman din ba tayo mag-sign? So, itatry natin yan later on. So, here we can say that our square root of 3 squared plus x squared is equivalent sa a. Tataas lang, ano? Magpapalit lang sila ng posisyon. So, we have a cosine theta or simply yung square root ng 3 squared plus x squared can be rewritten as a secant theta. Okay, what if ang ginamit mo ay sine? So, sine theta, that is equal to x over the square root of 3 squared plus x squared. So, therefore, our square root ng 3 squared plus x squared is equivalent to x over sine theta or yung ating square root ng 3 squared plus x squared is equivalent sa x cosecant theta. Okay, so pareho naman yung kayang i-integrate. However, kung mapapansin natin, since may a ka dito, may coefficient ka na a or meron kang numerical value, mas madali na siya or hindi na natin siya kailangan pang i-integrate. Okay? So, gamitin na lang natin itong mas madali. So, since we have a value of x, ang mangyayari dito is we have to take the derivative of x, so we have dx para mapalitan natin yung dx dito sa itaas. So, for the derivative of our tangent theta, that will be equal to secant squared theta d theta. So as you can see here, okay, theta, secant theta and secant theta, they can be similar or they can be cancelled. So pakita ko sa inyo kung paano naman siya makakancel. So again, we have the integral. Our dx now is secant squared theta d theta. And yung square root of 9 plus x squared is a secant theta. Our value of a, take note, our value of a is 3. So this is 3 squared plus x squared is equivalent to 3 secant theta. Okay? So this is 3 secant theta. So as you can see, na-cancel natin yung secant theta sa ilalim. So ang i-integrate na lang natin ngayon is a much simpler function which is the integral, or ilabas ko muna si 1/3, integral na lang ng secant theta d theta. Okay? Pag ang ginamit mo ay si cosecant, as you can see, medyo magiging magulo or mahirap pa yung ating gagawing integration. So ang gagamitin na lang natin again is yung main known value a. Okay? Yung in terms of a, not in terms of x. So ito, when we integrate this, if you remember, nag-try na tayo mag-integrate nito before. This one is a very complex integration. So ang ginagawa natin, yung integral ng secant theta, minumultiply natin yan sa secant theta plus tangent theta over secant theta plus tangent theta d theta. There is no other way. Ito lang talaga yung kanyang magic trick. Ano? So to solve for this, okay, distribute natin yung ating magiging function. We have now the integral of secant squared theta plus tangent theta secant theta over secant theta plus tangent theta d theta. Let u tayo. Let u is equivalent to secant theta plus tangent theta. So this becomes now, the du is, the integral of secant theta is secant theta tangent theta plus, sorry, let me correct myself. The derivative of secant theta is secant theta tangent theta, and the derivative of tangent theta is secant squared theta d theta. And that is the reason why we have to, okay, we have to multiply it to secant theta plus tangent theta. Specific yon, we cannot change that. That is the only magic trick na gagawin natin. Kasi walang other solution for this. Okay? So, pag in-apply natin siya, we have 1/3 integral, yung secant theta, secant squared theta, tangent theta, secant theta, d theta is actually du. So, becomes du over the secant theta tangent theta is u. So, what we have now is 1/3 ln absolute value of u plus c. Importante si absolute value kapag ka trigonometric function at saka mga radical yung nasa loob ng ating ln. Kasi hindi tayo pwedeng magkaroon ng negative value under the ln. So, this becomes now 1/3 ng absolute value ng secant theta plus tangent theta plus c. So, tandaan nyo na lang ito. Okay? Ito yung tatandaan ninyo. Pag na-encounter nyo yung integral ng secant theta d theta, that is automatically ln secant theta plus tangent theta plus c. Kasi mahirap tandaan. Yung integral ng cosecant theta d theta is negative ln cosecant theta plus cotangent theta plus c. So always remember this formula kasi it will help you to save a lot of time during your calculation. Now, balikan lang natin, rewind lang natin yung naging solution natin. So we have to evaluate this integral. The first thing that we need to do is to establish anong type or anong pattern yung gagamitin natin. So in this case, nag-fall ito under dun sa pangalawang pattern na meron tayo for trigonometric substitution, the a squared plus x squared. Okay? Meaning, si a and x, they are both legs of the right triangle. Okay? Pareho lang po silang leg ng right triangle. After that, we establish our triangle. Si x, ang position lang na pwede kay x ay either opposite side or sa hypotenuse. But since pareho silang leg, okay, doon siya sa opposite side. Si a naman, it is either on the adjacent side or the hypotenuse. And again, since pareho silang leg, nandun siya sa adjacent side. So, ang hypotenuse natin is the square root of 3 squared plus x squared. Now, using trigonometric identities, we first solve for x using our a. So, we solve for x in terms of a. Okay? So, si x in terms of a. Do you follow? Ay, wala pala sa classroom setup, sorry. Okay? So, that is a tangent theta. Then, we take the derivative of that para makuha naman natin si dx. Okay? Then, after that, kinuha naman natin yung yung radical, okay, this one, yung radical in terms of a and a trigonometric function. In this case, ang ginamit natin is a secant theta. Sir, bakit hindi natin ginamit si x cosecant theta? Kasi it will introduce x, another variable that we have to integrate. Sinisimplify nga natin. So, we have to choose kung alin yung mas simple. That is why we use this one. The equivalent of square root of 3 squared plus x squared is 3 secant theta. Then we substitute that to our working equation or yung ating working problem. Okay? Then we apply some integration techniques, specifically use substitution, and then after that, we derive this problem. But take note, sir, naka-theta yung value dito. Ang pinag-uusapan ng problem ay x. So, kailangan natin siyang ibalik doon sa x. So, we have 1/3 ln absolute value. So, from here, we can say that our secant theta dito, our secant theta is, di ba, may secant theta tayo dito, that is square root of 3 squared plus x squared over 3. So, this becomes square root ng 3 squared plus x squared all over 3 plus our tangent theta is x over a, or that is x over 3 plus c. Okay? Simplifying, 1/3. Hindi po natin pwedeng i-distribute si 1/3 inside the ln. Okay? Ln. Pero pwede natin gawing common yung denominator nitong dalawa. We have square root of 3 squared plus x squared plus x. Since pareho naman 3. Okay? And from the laws of logarithmic or natural logarithmic, di ba pag meron tayong ln a minus minus ln b, it can be rewritten as ln absolute value of a over b. So in this case, pwede rin natin to i-rewrite as 1/3 ln absolute value ng 3 squared, square root of 3 squared plus x squared plus x okay, absolute minus 1/3 ln absolute value of 3 plus c. Hindi po pwedeng makancel si 3 kasi nakapaloob sa ln yung 3 na ito. Ang pwede natin gawin, since pareho silang numerical value, they can be considered as both constant. So the simplified answer is 1/3 ln absolute value square root of 3 squared plus x squared plus x close absolute plus c. Or, yung 3 squared, we can now write it back as 9. Alright? And that is our solution for this problem using the trigonometric substitution. Okay, let's proceed with the next problem. So for problem number 2, we have to evaluate the integral of dx all over oops, 25 minus x squared. Tapos nakapaloob ito sa cube. Okay? Raised to 3. Ito ganun. Okay. So, similar approach sa kanina. Wag nyo nang tingnan, nililito muna tayo nung cube na to sa loob. Hayaan lang muna natin siya. Ano? So, ang kailangan lang muna nating i-consider ay itong nasa loob. Kasi pwede na naman natin to i-rewrite as integral, okay? As integral of dx tapos ilabas natin yung cube. Pwede yan, okay? Pareho lang po yan. Okay, nasa loob man or nasa labas. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is to focus first. Again, focus muna tayo doon sa nasa loob ng integrand. So, we have here the integral of 25 minus x squared. So, since this is, it can also be rewritten as integral of 5 squared minus x squared. Since binabawasan natin ng x squared yung 5 squared, we can say that our a for this one is greater than x. Mas malaki si a kaysa kay x. Therefore, yung right triangle natin, kapag ganito yung ating value, this is our theta, saan mapupunta si x? Si x ay kay either kay hypotenuse lang or kay opposite. Kailan lang nagiging hypotenuse si x? Nagiging hypotenuse lang si x kapag ka x is greater than a. But in this case, baliktad. So, dito pa rin si x. Okay? And our hypotenuse now is equivalent to a. And then this bottom side or the adjacent side is our 5 squared minus x squared. Sir, bakit hindi nasa adjacent si a? Take note, ano? Okay? So, bakit nga ba hindi nakalagay sa adjacent si A? So, hindi nakalagay sa adjacent si A because of this condition. So, A squared is greater than X. Para mapunta si A dito sa ating adjacent side at at the same time nandito rin si X, dapat ma-follow natin yung condition kanina na they are the same leg. Kasi kapag A is greater than X, therefore A is the hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay? Otherwise, kailangan mo siyang i-check. So in this case, let's establish our trigo functions. So let's solve x muna in terms of a. So our a, let me rewrite na to, gawin na natin 5. So paano ko iso-solve si x in terms of 5? Kailangan natin ng trigo function. Since meron akong opposite and meron akong hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse, that is so, so sin theta is equivalent to opposite over hypotenuse. So katoa. So therefore x is 5 sin theta. Okay? Therefore our dx becomes 5 cosine theta d theta. Next, kailangan naman nating i-solve yung radical na to in terms of 5. So, may adjacent naman siya, hypotenuse, cosine naman tayo. So, cosine theta is equivalent to the adjacent 5 squared minus x squared over 5. Okay? So, our square root of 5 squared minus x squared is equivalent sa 5 cosine theta. Okay? So, back substitute na natin dito sa ating problem. We have now the integral of our dx is 5 cosine theta d theta. And yung nasa ilalim naman natin, yung square root ng 25 minus x squared, that is 5 cosine theta. Take note, naka-raise pa rin yan sa 3. Okay? So, expand natin yung bottom side, yung denominator natin. So, 5 cosine theta t theta. Yung 5 cube, that is 125 cosine cube theta. So, simplify natin ito. Tanggalin na natin yung cosine sa baba. Magiging squared na lang ito. Yung cosine sa itaas. May 5 dito. So, magiging 25 na lang yung bottom natin o yung denominator natin. So, this is now the integral of d theta over 25 cosine squared theta. Okay. So, mas madali na siyang i-integrate compared sa kanina. Okay? Or, continue natin. I-rewrite na natin yung 25. Labas na natin. So, 1 over 25. Yung 1 over cosine squared theta, that is actually secant squared theta t theta. And alam naman natin, yung integral ng secant squared theta, that is tangent theta plus c. Okay? So, going back to our triangle, we have to find tangent theta. So, in this case, our tangent theta, let's solve for tangent theta para maibalik natin sa x. That is opposite x over the square root of 5 squared minus x squared. So, our answer now is 1 over 25 x over 25 minus x squared plus c. Rewrite na lang natin para mas simple. This is x over 25 square root of 25 minus x squared plus c. This is our answer for this problem.